Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jason with 410 Real Estate here to provide you with a market update reflective of July of 2021. So this is fresh off the presses. What is today? I think it's the first week of August when this will post. So we have brand new numbers here to share with you and some slightly new information and some slightly new trends than you might be used to. But before we do that, if you could do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are part of our family here at 410 and so that you can be notified when new videos come up. We try and do a couple videos a week. We hope they're helpful to you and we'd love to have you subscribe. Today, though, let's talk about the market report. And as always, I will ask your forgiveness from the get-go because I will glance to my screen every now and then so I can get some numbers for you. So first, let's talk about this is going to be July of 2021 compared to July of 2020 when I give you these comparison numbers. So active listings currently on the MLS in July were 5699. That's actually down about 35% from a year ago. But up 16% since last month. So if you remember, stats from last couple months have been down in the 4,000s, 4,000s, low 5,000s, and we're seeing an uptick there. Active listings, including those that are under contract, 9,783, which is down 32% from last year, but up about 4.5% this year. So from month to month from June. From June of 2021. So what we've seen is a 16% uptick in listings available that are not under contract and a 4.5% uptick in listings available in general, even those under contract. Pending listings, so there are about 7,300 listings right now, which is about 9% down from a year ago and 7% down from last month. Under contract listings, there's 11,378. versus 13,000 and change last year, which is down about 15% and down 7.5% from June. Monthly sales, we did sell 10,204 homes, which is up about 5.5% from 2020. So that's good news. The average sales price per square foot is about $250 a square foot, which we haven't really talked about price per square foot. I'm not a huge fan of price per square foot because every neighborhood is so different that it's hard to just say, oh, a 3-bedroom home gets you this much per square foot. You need to really know the neighborhood. You need to have specific comparable sales to look at that can give you those numbers and have them be on target for you. But it is about 38% up price per square foot year over year and just about 1% up from June. So price per square foot definitely has gone up over the last 12 months. The median sales price, $397 this year versus $305 last year, which is a 30% jump. I know I harp on this every month, but 30%, guys. Where else do you invest and get 30% on your investment? That's up about 2% from last month and about 30%, like I said, year over year. So all that to be said, what are we seeing in terms of market trends? Really, what we're seeing is an upward trend on inventory. So where we've had a shortage of listings, we are starting to see more and more of those listings come. Like we said, about 16% more than June. So that's something to keep your eye on. Now, we were so skewed toward the seller direction that even adding 16% more listings still has it kind of out of whack when it comes to buyer versus seller. But we are seeing kind of a little bit of a slowdown and a correction more toward making more inventory available to buyers. Demand is still strong. We're seeing a lot of demand out there. We're seeing some buyers actually kind of poking their heads back out. I know the market kind of scared a bunch of folks. They saw how competitive it was. They saw the crazy numbers over the list price, the crazy waivers of contingencies and all different kinds of things in the contract. And a lot of buyers went back home and said, I'm not playing in that space right now. I'm going to wait and see what happens. Some of those buyers are starting to poke their heads out because they're starting to see homes on the market for longer than a day or two, right? Remember those crazy days when we used to have homes on the market for like 2 weeks? I mean, craziness back when that happened. So we are seeing buyers poke their heads out. It is still very competitive for buyers out there, but what we're not seeing yet is any kind of downward trajectory in price. We talked about the median sales price still being up, although it is only up about 2% month over month. So we may start to see some of that as demand and supply kind of balance themselves out a little bit. And this is kind of what we talked about. We talked about Q3, Q4 of this year, maybe starting to see some signs of a slowdown, and we're seeing a little bit of that. So if you own a home and you're thinking about selling, don't panic. Values are still increasing, and buyers are still out there to purchase your home. But just know that it is slowing down a bit from what we've seen over the craziness of the last 12 to 18 months. If you're looking to buy a home, maybe it's time to start that search again. With more inventory hitting the market, there are more homes to choose from, and they're lasting a little bit longer right now. So it could be a good time to start getting back out there and checking out what's available for you. Either way, we would love to help in any way that we possibly can, even if it's just to answer any additional questions you might have. I always like to throw in at the end kind of a side note. The average rent amount is still going up. I think we're right about $2,100 a month average in Maricopa County-ish and the surrounding metro area. So if you're going to spend $2,100 on a rent payment, why not get that mortgage in your name, pay off your mortgage rather than someone else's? Just saying. And we do a lot of property management, so I'm not anti-rental at all, but you need to look at your own personal goals, and you need to determine if renting and using your funds elsewhere is the way to go right now, or if getting into a home and taking advantage of some of the advantages of ownership is the way to go. So appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully that wasn't too long and boring. I try to keep them a little bit shorter. I know I used to kind of drag on for 11 or 12 minutes, and I try not to do that anymore. We want you guys to watch these. We want you to share them. If you did find this helpful, please do share. And do me a favor, comment below. Are you thinking of, or have you moved in the last 12 months, or are you thinking about it in the next 3 to 6? And then what's maybe holding you back, or what did you wish you would have known when you sold your home in the last 12 months? Love to see your comments below, and look forward to seeing you guys again next time on the next episode.